Hello and welcome to the 7-Day Tone Your Tummy Challenge. Thank you so much for joining me. All right guys, this is your tutorial. So we have our benchmark workout, which is our day one workout. And how we do that is there's 5 exercises that we perform, and we're gonna go through those right now so I can show you how to properly do them and also offer you up modifications in case you need them. Now, how this works is day 1, we do these 5 moves, and then through the week, we work on getting better at these moves, and day 7, we repeat the same exact workout from day 1, and this time we compare our numbers. So we're gonna be keeping track of all our reps. So we want you, after every exercise we do on day 1, to write down the number of reps that you got, okay? So you're gonna keep track on day 1, you're gonna keep track on day 7, and you're gonna compare those numbers at the end and see how far you've come. It's a great way to see progress that has been made over the 7 days, and it's also encouraging, and hopefully it helps build a little excitement that you can make a difference over just 7 days, all right? So our 5 moves are bicycle abs, reverse crunches, plank side taps, sit-ups, and Russian twist with an overhead press. I don't know why I counted 6, that's 5. All right, I'm gonna show you how to do these moves properly and then also offer up some modifications, so come and join me on the floor. We're gonna start with bicycle abs. So now a couple of things you wanna keep in mind when you're doing these is your belly, all right? This is the Tone Your Tummy Challenge, so we were really focusing on our core. So when we're doing the bicycle abs, I want you to pull that belly button in, kind of pull that belly button down towards your spine and gently press that low back so it's against the floor. So next you're gonna put your fingertips behind your ears, you're gonna extend both legs, and you're gonna feel that immediately, and you're gonna tuck your chin in, lift your shoulder blades up off the floor, and you're gonna come into the center, opposite knee to opposite elbow, and extend back out, and alternate. Okay, so this is the slow, drawn out version of bicycle abs. You can speed it up. You can also lower your feet so they're closer to the floor. That's gonna be a little bit more intense. But you're staying up, chin is staying tucked, and you're just bringing that shoulder blade up and across the body, up and across the body. All right, now if you wanna modify this, you can keep your feet flat on the floor, fingers behind your ears, tuck your chin in, lift your shoulder blades up off the floor, and do it from here. Come together, and then rest the foot flat on the floor and do the other side. Every time you come together, right here, 1, 2, 3, they're reps, okay? So I want you to count how many times you're doing this. All right, so that's a good modification for bicycle abs. Next, we have reverse crunches. So you're gonna stay down. So that's a nice, easy transition. And you're gonna keep your hands to your side. Feet are gonna be up here. You're gonna lift your feet up towards the ceiling. So the idea is to get your hips up off the floor. Just like that. I want you to watch that momentum though, because it's very easy to start swinging these legs and using that to get you up. That's not what we want. We want those legs to kind of shoot up, and get those hips up off the floor. Now, if you find that you're using your hands to press into the floor, that's okay, but I don't want you to rely too much on them. If you feel you are, have your hands up here and do the move from here. Now, if you want to up the intensity a little bit, do a lift, extend the legs out, and extend the legs out. Okay, just make sure you're keeping that low back pressed against the floor. I don't want it lifting up too high off the ground. Okay, and then another variation, if that's too much, if you want to bring the intensity down, keep your knees bent, keep your hands to your side, roll your knees in, lift up those hips, extend them back out, and do a little crunch. So roll them in, extend them out, little crunch. Okay, woo, you're gonna feel that. All right, so that's a modification. If you can't get the legs up and the hips off the floor, just roll it in and crunch. All right, next we have plank side tap. So we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna come into plank position, full plank position. So you're on your hands and your toes, belly button pulled in, hips tucked underneath a little bit, nice and strong. You're pushing away from the floor, and we're gonna lift the leg up, tap it out to the side, bring it back to the center, other side. Tap it out, bring it back to the center. Every tap is a rep, okay? So now, if you wanna modify it, bring your knees down. But make sure your butt is not hanging out over here. I see that a lot. We want those hips forward, nice straight line. Shoulders, hips, knees, nice straight line. You can lift up, extend it out, bring it back in and down. Lift it up, out, back in and down. You're gonna notice when you pull that leg out to the side, you might like, whoop, you might start tipping over to the side. That's why we want the core nice and stabilized. Belly button pulled in, keeps you nice and solid, keeps you locked in. All right, up and over. If this is too much, if you have sensitive wrists, come down to your elbows. Shoulders above elbows. Make sure those hips aren't up here again, all right? Want them nice line. You can lift up, out, and down, up, out, and down, or you can just go up and down. Entirely up to you. No matter how you slice it, you're gonna feel your core working, okay? All right, next one is a sit-up. I always perform sit-ups with an ab mat. If you don't have one, you can use a towel, or you can use one of those, a lumbar pillow, or even one of those, rectangular pillows off your sofa. Totally fine with that. I like to use it just because it gives a little support to the low back. All right, so I like to do heels together, knees out to the side, tuck either your towel or your ab mat right underneath that tailbone, and then we're gonna extend all the way back, reach those arms up overhead. You're gonna feel a nice elongation in the front of the body, and then bring your arms up, tuck your chin in, come forward, and then back down, tap, come all the way up. I want you coming all the way up. Those shoulder blades, I want them past the hips, reaching forward, and down like that. Okay, if this is too much, if you want to do crunches, totally fine. You're going to do feet flat on the floor. Roll your shoulders down. Fingertips behind your ears, chin tucked in. You're going to come up and down. Pay attention to that belly though. I want that belly button pulled in towards the spine, low back pressing against the floor. You're going to belly button a lot over the next 7 days. I'm just warning you. All right, so that's how we're gonna do the crunches, nice and easy. Keep that chin tucked in. All right, just like that. And the last one is the Russian twist. I like to use a weight. I have an 8-pound weight here. So you're gonna sit up nice and tall, all right? Then you're gonna lean back, and you're gonna feel those abs engage. Pick up your weight. You're gonna lift up your heels. And we're gonna take the weight, we're gonna tap down to one side. Try to keep these from going over in this direction. You don't want we want to try to keep these legs stabilized in the center. We're going to tap down. We're going to do a little press in the middle and tap down to the opposite side. All right, every time you tap down, that's a rep. All right, let's keep it easy. And don't slam that weight down. Nice, gently press, lightly touch it down and come back. Okay, side to side. Think about twisting those shoulders. If this is too much, heels can remain on the floor and you lean back and do the move from there. All right, think about twisting the torso, using those obliques. If this is too much, you can sit a little bit more upright and do it. Just don't round those shoulders too much. I don't want to see that. This is not, if you're doing this and you're coming out to the side, no. I want you up, nice long spine, tapping, pressing up overhead. Pressing up overhead. Nice and long, okay? If you don't want to use the weight, don't have to use the weight. Tap it down, up. Tap it down, up. You can build up to using weights. You can even use a 2-pound, whatever you have, or no weights. And that's it. That's our 5 moves. Just like that. So we're gonna do all those moves on day 1. You're gonna get 45 seconds to do them. You're gonna get a 30-second rest in between, which gives you plenty of time to write down your numbers. We wanna keep track of those reps. And then that's it. That's gonna be your day 1 moves, all right? So if you ever have any questions, email me. I'm here for you. And we're gonna get through this challenge. It's gonna be awesome, all right? Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you for day 1, all right? Mwah!